Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Avorion with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Brute in its newest form. In today's episode, we're going to be looking for a new Zotan artifact. The reason why we're going for it now, even though I really want to go closer to the galactic core and get some new weapons, is because this particular artifact can only be acquired within a certain space, within a certain distance away from the core, and sadly, we're very rapidly approaching it. In fact, I think we're actually too close already. So this artifact is the artifact got via killing the M.A.D scientists, which is a little bit sad, I have to admit, but even so, we've already killed 3 of the M.A.D research satellites. If we kill a 4th, then their boss appears to try and kill us. The boss himself is holding the artifact, so we kill him, and hopefully we get a brand new weapon. I've also decided, as a secondary weapon, we're going to be going for cannons rather than railguns, bolters, missiles, and stuff like that, purely because they are the most... Ignoring the door going off then, like I was trying to say, the cannon feels the most impactful. A lot of burst damage and very, very long range. Although I do love the idea of missiles, particularly if they have the Seeker add-on, which allows them to track enemies, and I do like bolters for their more consistent charm. I just feel like the cannons are the easiest to use, and to use them in a more unique way than just the regular weapons. The problem I had with the railgun, which was going to be the gun I chose for a while, is just it's too short range in general. Even the ones with increased range tend to be so short range, you just have a normal battle on your hands. You end up using your regular weapons as soon as you've started firing them. Which is a shame, because honestly, railguns are amazing and I have underused them drastically. So from now on, I will start mixing in railguns with my normal weaponry. Essentially, a railgun doesn't stop on the block it hits. It actually penetrates through the enemy ship, doing internal damage. Sometimes you can see massive numbers from a single shot. So I will be on the lookout for railguns in the future, but we are going to go with cannons as our secondary weapon. And the reason why I'm being so focused on one type of weapon is just because I like the idea of it. I like having a cluster of one type. Now, before we go hunting, I would like to bring up one final thing, which is the fact that a lot of people keep on telling me I don't have enough people currently working on my vehicle. And the reason being, as you can see down here next to the crew pay, it does say we do not have enough mechanics, engineers, or gunners. But the thing is, that doesn't take into account the bonuses for their levels. As you can see, we're actually over in terms of engineering, we're over in terms of mechanics. The only place we're currently suffering is from commanders, which you have to buy especially, and I simply haven't found any stations selling commanders in the recent past. So I am still looking out for some new commanders, but we have more than enough people. And we have a lot of people. In fact, if we go here, we can see we have 856 people currently working on my ship. And that isn't including the pilots currently out in their fighters. So, once they return, I'm going to go hunting. It's between 150 and 240 away from the core, and it's located in the hidden mass sectors. So I do need to swap out my modules quickly to find them. Before I forget, I got a lot of requests to show off the battleship when I'm not actually inside it. So here we are, in its full grandeur. As you can see, in comparison to our little starter vessel, our little mining drone, it is sort of ridiculously huge, honestly. And I do wonder if I can actually go inside here. I also just noticed we're about to be under attack. Yes, I can! Whoa, now I'm really tempted to make like a little maze section inside, so that we can literally fly around inside the battleship. Or the cruiser. Or the carrier. I don't know what to call it anymore, honestly. The ship. Oh no, how if I roll? Can I roll into this slot? Come on. Yep, okay. Nope, we're stuck. So close. Now, which one of you is currently blocking my hyperspace drive? I think it's you. No, it's you. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say. I also have missiles right now, because I found a really good missile gun. It's just how slow the projectiles are. It makes missiles so undesirable to be used. Although a full swarm of them would be pretty cool as well, so I will be keeping the missiles, not using them at research bays, but I'm not going to go out of my way to use them. Nothing too fancy there. Next. Don't ram me. Can people not drive these days? Whoa, these guys have a lot of health. And a lot of firepower as well. Thankfully, we have really, really good shields. 80,000+ now. Without a shield upgrade. With a shield upgrade, it'd be basically double that. And you are last, and one of the flattest ships I have ever seen before. Seriously, look at that. It's like a piece of paper which is shooting me. And so we were free to go. Although I will try and get some scrap out of these first. And so we begin our hunt for the M.A.D satellite. So it will be between 150 and 240 away from the core, and it will be located in one of the hidden mass signatures. So it may take a while to find, but hopefully not that long. We should be able to do this fairly quickly if we have any luck on our side. And considering we've already destroyed 3 of them by just randomly finding them, I feel that my odds are pretty good. So, not the best luck. The first jump, all we've got is a load of very small pirates and then some wreckages. So, you've got to hand it to them though. These are some pretty brave pirates. They see this thing just going through their sector, and what do? Do they run away? Do they call for reinforcements? Of course they don't. They just charge headlong, one at a time, into their death. Bravery and stupidity. There's a fine line between the two, really, isn't there? And they're definitely crossing it. I've finally got around to adding all of the guns possible. So right now, we do have a grand total of 43 weapons. And as you can see, it's sort of breaking my ship screen. But either way, this means we have a lot of continuous damage per second, including one really, really powerful laser, if I can find it, which is also massively draining our power reserves. We actually have so many laser-based weapons, and of course Tesla and plasma, that our energy reserve doesn't really last all that long. Here it is, the Zanyan Exceptional Laser Turret, 1026 damage per second all by itself. However, it is using up a base of 28,000 energy, which increases by 14,000 for every second we are firing this weapon, which is honestly a little bit much, and by a little bit I mean far, far too much. This weapon alone is draining more power than an average of 10 other guns, and it's certainly not doing 10 times the damage. But either way, I have equipped it because I was running out of good-ish weapons, and it does give us a lot of burst damage, even if our power reserves simply fade away quickly into the battle. So, let's do some more jumps, and hopefully soon we can find the last satellite. Finally, the last energy research satellite. So I've been thinking, and I can't actually remember if we had destroyed 3 of these before, or if we had destroyed 2 of them. Either way though, we need this dead, so let's find out if anything happens. And goodbye. Hello there, Mobile Energy Lab. Ha! This time we caught you red-handed. You're the one who has been destroying and stealing our equipment. It was an accident. What equipment? All I see is junk. Okay, that's the ultimate insult to anyone who's trying to be a scientist. Also, my god, this thing's got 6,000 firepower. Can I go into my ship option very quickly before we continue here? No, I can't. I don't think all of my guns are currently online, because I forgot to swap it back out. Oh well. How dare you insult our research like this? You are clearly not capable of any true scientific enlightenment. We don't need scavenger scum like you around here. In fact, we are rather sure that the galaxy will be better off without you. Are you looking for the true power of pure energy? We're going to show you the potential of true energy is like. I can do words. So I'm fairly certain he's going to have a load of Tesla and lightning guns, isn't he? Yes, he does. Okay, let's have a quick check. Okay, good, I did install it again. Look at my power supply. Well, actually, no, my energy. My shield is going down rapidly. Okay, what we're going to need to do... Actually, I don't know what we're going to need to do. Is this thing actually stronger than me? Oh, we need that armor, the stone armor, which is resistant against lightning. And Tesla, I think. Okay, yeah, we'll lose this if we stay here. Move now. Okay, he's pretty slow. That's good. Let's do a casual flip. That's a pretty big problem. Okay, we don't need this upgrade on right now, so where's our shield upgrades? Well, that's the only one that I can find quickly. It's a decent one, but not the best. I would rather have that. Take away my energy, but give me a better shield. Could have both. We could essentially double our shield, then we are very likely to actually win that fight. Or we could do the smart thing, and that's to use... Where are you? Not the glass... Here, the stone blocks. Immune to electricity weapons. So what I should do is coat everything in a very thin layer of this. Something like that, for instance. Then that would make us immune to all of his damage. Since he has no other type of damage, at least by the looks of things, if we just coat ourselves in that, I think we'll be okay. Is there no regular blocks here? Just the corners? There is rich stone. Is that different? I don't know what rich stone is. It's not telling me it's definitely immune, so let's use this instead. That's fine. Let's just put this on everything if possible. Or at least on a lot of our stuff, and that way we'll be shrugging off a fair chunk of the damage. Since we're going to be facing him head-on, it'd be best to do that. I can't really do much else there, because that'll mess up our weapons. We actually don't have all that many places we can just place this, which is very annoying. Back to upgrading our shields. I've just thought of something. Whilst we have the shield on, I don't think this new armor plating, the stone plating, would actually make a difference, because the weapon itself, the shot, isn't getting through the shield to hit the armor plating, so we're not actually really doing anything there. I have, however, just increased my shield again, so I'm just going to stay away until we have 100%, and then I think we should be able to win. Or at least we should be able to take down his shield and do some permanent damage. Another way we could win is if we went down the route of using only the longer range weapons, so swapping over to things like only cannons, even though currently our cannons are absolutely awful, because we clearly outrange him then, so he could do loads of damage, stay back, and then move back afterwards. But considering how strong his shield is and how bad my long-range weapon options are, I don't think that would work. I think we just need to beat down his shield, do some damage, back off, do the same again until he dies. Honestly, I didn't expect this boss to be so strong. And clearly, building a specialized ship just out of stone would be the easiest way of doing this. Just literally any size of ship, completely covered in stone, and you would win, because it's definitely immune, isn't it? Let's have a quick look-see again at the lovely stone stuff. Immune to electricity weapons. So yeah, it would be completely immune, 0 damage taken. Well, here he is again. Not quite at full, but very close. Let's close in that gap nice and quickly. Actually outrunning my missiles there. Okay, we ended up ramming him a little bit, but let's ignore that. Hopefully it did some damage to him as well. Wasn't just one-sided. Why do you have such a strong shield? Also, missing him so much. If we just hit him with every shot, we'd be winning this easily. Energy reserves are about to go down since how much power my weapons are taking up. But there we go, we're now doing some permanent damage. The more we do, the less weapons he'll have. Let's just go along here where all his weapons are located. There we go, a huge chunk of them just fell off. Although our shield is about to go down and I don't want to suffer permanent damage myself. So, let's go with the coward option and back off. His shield will come back, but that's fine, so will mine, and then we do it again, but this time, he only has 2,800 firepower, down from 6,000. In we go again. Probably going to ram him again as well at this speed, but oh well. The last repairs were incredibly cheap. I have actually added proper armor now to the front of this craft, so all the front section is true armor blocks, massively increasing our mass, but also massively increasing our health. Need to focus on the edge of the ship again like last time. There we go, breaking off sections so it has less weapons, only 1,600 firepower now. We are out of power ourselves, which is a bit of a problem, but let's just turn off our lasers for a second. Just let everything charge back up. We're okay, it's doing very little damage to us now. Kind of sad, really. Almost. Yes! Down he goes! And we get the achievement, A Price of Progress. Whoa. That is an amazing bolter. It does have burst fire, which means it'll be used up in seconds, and it also means that the game is going to think this is worth loads more than it actually is in terms of firepower. How much firepower does it think? It thinks that this gun is worth 4,000 firepower by itself. Now, it will be incredible in terms of burst damage, it really will, especially with the bonus damage to hull. However, it will also overheat incredibly quickly. So let's just swap out a gun for a second. Goodbye, launcher. Say hello to your new friend. Why can't I add this? It did this before, it bugged out. Apparently now I'm using unarmed turrets, which I'm definitely not. As you can see, I'm definitely not. Both of them are currently empty, both of these slots. So did I just get the Zotan artifact as well? I should have. Right. I didn't actually see it going into my inventory. I was being too distracted. Is that the new one, number 7? I don't think I've seen this one before. Okay, let's have a quick check. So we have 1, we have 2, there's 3, there's 4, we don't have 5, we have double of 6, by the way, that's our 5th one, and then this is 7. Okay, yeah, so that is the new one. So now we have 6 out of 8, only 2 more remain. One of them is from the smuggler, and the other one, I actually can't really remember right now. The bug eventually went away by itself, so let's test out our new gun against the wreckage of the M.A.D lab. As you can see, that is a lot of damage, but also a lot of cooldown. Still worth using though, I mean that is some seriously high damage. And since the cooldown's only about 2 seconds, yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I will be using that just as a standard weapon then. So where are you? You are now a number 2, along with all the others. And our firepower increases ever more. So now I'm going to try and get back to where we were originally, and then we're going to explore a little bit closer towards the core of the universe. Or the galaxy, anyway. Or maybe I'll just find a whole new group over here. One of the two. These 2 rifts just appeared in front of me. Clearly, the galaxy is trying to tell me something. Because now I've got to go all the way around them to get to the other side, which is less than ideal. On the upside, the enemies are once again now becoming more our level, so we can't kill them instantly, just quickly. Fortune smiles upon us. Thankfully, I've managed to find a sector with a warp gate just about dodging this rift in time and space. Which is very, very handy, I've got to say, and I think it can't be you, so it must be you. Really? That's just south? I guess it is, okay. And that will cost us 3,931 credits. A bit annoying, but hey, it's better than going all the way around. That's worrying. Is there a reason why that didn't work? It's classed as ready. Oh dear. I'm guessing once we move, maybe the rift is going to completely consume this section. Fortune no longer smiles upon us. Come on, work! Ow! You win this one. Warp gate. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but none of the warp gates are currently working for me. Am I too big now for this to function, or is this just a glitch? I'm really not too sure. I'm going to restart the game again and see if it works then. If it doesn't, then we're apparently no longer allowed in warp gates, and I'm very thankful we've upgraded our hyperdrive so much that we can jump further than pretty much any warp gate. It's only going to be an issue when we need to go over sections of the rift, because of course we can't jump past that without using one of these gates. And this gate isn't even going past the rift, so it can't be that which is causing the problems. So it turns out that after a certain size, you can no longer use the warp gates, although it doesn't say what exact size this is, and if it correlates more to your mass, or to the shape and actual size of your vehicle. It would be nice if I could find that detail somewhere, so that perhaps if we've only just gone over it, we could perhaps take away a bit of armor or something, but either way, right now, we're no longer able to use them, which is fine. It's not a major issue. We have a very good warp drive. We can teleport anywhere very easily. It's just a little bit irritating, and a weird design choice. I kind of understand it for ships which literally couldn't fit through the gate, because that makes no sense. Having a ship only just touch it and then go through would be a bit weird, but with ships like mine, which can clearly go through with quite a bit of space to spare, it just seems a bit curious. Once again, Warpgate, you win this one. At this moment, Lathrix has had a realization. Right now, we are right up against this rift. Now, this rift is almost perfect in terms of being a curve, and originally, I thought I was just getting unlucky. However, is this the rift we need all of these Zotan artifacts for to actually get through? I'm going to carry on along it for a while, and then we're going to figure out if it is or isn't. At this point, I think it's fairly safe to say that this is indeed the wall separating the core of the galaxy and the outside. So what I'm going to do now is just jump over here to this lovely energy signature, and hopefully we might be able to find someone who will sell us the next type of resource, either selling the resource itself, or of course some of the weapons. Hello there. We're on good terms. You are a turret factory. Can we use the next type? Let's see. No, this is only Xanian still. So perhaps the next resource type is actually locked into the core of the galaxy, which would be really, really annoying. Whoa, that's going to be really expensive if I wanted to build this. But it would be really powerful. Look at that. Can we only make exceptional here? We can't make anything higher. That's a shame. Cannon, exceptional, max everything out. Still fairly cool though, and still very powerful. A range of 13, for instance, would be absolutely amazing. For now then, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Avorion is a series you would like to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we are going to make a real effort to get the last 2 Zotan artifacts. Or at least I believe it's the last 2. The last 2 or the last 1, regardless how many there are left, we will be trying to get them. So, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Soon, we will cross the barrier.